Did Karen Chandler influence Matt Roloff to list part of the farm for sale? The Little People, Big World LPBW saga continues to unfold even after 2 decades on air, and fans are still trying to unravel one of the most divisive storylines in the show's recent history: Matt Roloff's decision to sell off a significant portion of the Roloff farms. But one question that keeps circulating in fan forums and social media circles is, did Karen Chandler, Matt's longtime girlfriend and now fiancée, influence that controversial decision? A turning point in the Roloff legacy. The Roloff family farm has always been more than just land. It's a symbol of perseverance, family unity, and legacy. For years, viewers watched Amy and Matt Roloff raise their 4 children, Zach, Jeremy, Molly, and Jacob, on the 100-acre property in Helvetia, Oregon. As the years passed and divorce reshaped the family dynamic, questions naturally arose about who would carry on the Roloff legacy. Matt made headlines and waves when he listed 16 acres of the property for sale in May 2022 for a staggering $4 million. This decision caused visible rifts in the family, especially between Matt and his sons, Zach and Jeremy, who were both reportedly interested in owning part of the farm. When negotiations broke down, Zach and Tori chose to move to Washington State, a decision many fans saw as symbolic of a deeper family fracture. But what role did Karen Chandler play in all of this? Who is Karen Chandler? Karen Chandler is no stranger to Roloff Farms. Before becoming romantically involved with Matt, she worked as the farm's manager for over a decade. Her knowledge of the land and the Roloff brand runs deep. She was there during pumpkin seasons, family events, and even through Matt and Amy's divorce. After the split, her relationship with Matt grew more personal. The timing of Karen's rise in Matt's life, romantically and strategically, coincides closely with his decision to take more control of the farm's future and make bold moves like putting it up for sale. This has led many LPBW fans to speculate that Caryn was not just a bystander in these decisions, but a key influencer behind the scenes. The farm sale, a timeline of decisions. To understand whether Caryn influenced Matt's decision to list the farm, we must examine the timeline and public statements. Spring 2022, listing the farm. Matt listed 16 acres, including the famous family home, pumpkin patch, and several amenities. In a since-deleted Instagram post, he claimed he tried to sell the farm to his sons at a discounted price, but was met with rejection. Zach publicly disagreed with this narrative, stating the negotiations were never fair or respectful. Family fallout. The backlash was immediate. Fans slammed Matt for being greedy and unfair, especially since he had long championed the farm as a gift to his children. Tori and Zach's move away from Oregon further fueled tensions, and many viewers noticed Caryn taking a more visible role in farm affairs and family events, or the lack thereof. A shift in dynamics. In interviews and on the show, Matt began discussing retirement, downsizing, and spending more time in Arizona, where he and Caryn share a vacation home. He even hinted at long-term life outside of Oregon. Caryn, who has children of her own and no direct emotional ties to the farm as a family legacy, seemed supportive of moving on from it. Clues that Caryn may have influenced the sale. While no one involved has explicitly stated that Caryn pushed Matt to sell, several clues point toward her possible influence. Her practical mindset. Caryn is known for her pragmatic and business-minded personality. Fans often note that she tends to approach decisions based on logic and strategy rather than sentimentality. This contrasts sharply with the emotional ties Matt's children, especially Zach and Jeremy, have to the farm. In various episodes and interviews, Matt has praised Caryn for helping him think clearly and make decisions. It's reasonable to assume that, as someone who's helped manage the farm before, she may have advised him on the financial and logistical benefits of selling part of land. Encouragement to focus on Arizona. Caryn has made it clear she loves the couple's Arizona property. In Little People, Big World, she often appears more relaxed and joyful there, compared to the often stressful Oregon farm. As Matt inches closer to retirement age, Caryn may have emphasized the importance of scaling back and enjoying their golden years in a warmer, quieter place. Fans believe her desire to spend more time in Arizona may have encouraged Matt to rethink how much energy and responsibility he wanted to maintain in Oregon. A changing relationship with the Roloff kids. Caryn's relationship with Zach and Tori has notably cooled over the years. The couple has skipped multiple family events hosted by Matt and Caryn. This widening gap in relationships may have reduced Caryn's motivation to maintain the property as a family legacy. Some fans argue that if Caryn had a closer bond with the kids, she might have supported more effort in keeping the farm in the family. Matt's own words. Matt has hinted in interviews that Caryn helps him see things differently. In LPBW Season 24, he mentioned that it was Caryn who encouraged him to make a move rather than stay stuck in a limbo over the farm. He didn't specify what move she meant, but shortly after, the sale happened. Defending Caryn, the other side of the story. Despite growing fan theories, it's important to consider the alternative perspective. Caryn didn't cause the sale. Matt did. Matt is the final decision maker. Matt has always been known as a strong-willed, headstrong individual. He has spent years developing and managing the farm, even more so after Amy sold her portion following their divorce. It's unlikely that anyone, even Caryn, could pressure him into such a major decision if he wasn't already leaning in that direction. Standing tensions with the kids. The issues between Matt and his children over the farm predate Caryn's romantic involvement. Zach and Jeremy have clashed with Matt's management style for years. Even when Amy was still on the property, disagreements over inheritance and roles in the family business were common. The reality of financial strain. Operating and maintaining a 100-acre farm is no small feat. Property taxes, labor costs, and maintenance all add up, especially when the farm's primary source of income, pumpkin season, occurs only once a year. Selling a portion of the land could have been a strategic move for long-term sustainability, not emotional detachment. Fan reactions, divided and passionate. The LPBW fan base remains split on the issue. Some sympathize with Matt and see the sale as a logical, if painful, step forward. Others believe Caryn represents a new chapter that has alienated the rest of the Roloff family. Common fan comments. Ever since Caryn came around, Matt has changed. He's not as focused on family anymore. Caryn is a gold digger who saw an opportunity and took it. People need to stop blaming Caryn. The issues between Matt and his kids have always been there. Caryn helped Matt see the future. The kids weren't ready to take on the responsibility. This wide range of opinions showcases just how deeply LPBW fans feel about the fate of the farm and Caryn's role in it. What do the Roloffs say now? In more recent episodes and social media posts, Matt and Caryn have tried to present a united front. They announced their engagement in 2023 and continue to split time between Oregon and Arizona. Caryn has largely stayed quiet about the farm sale drama, while Matt has suggested that viewers don't know the whole story and should avoid jumping to conclusions. Zach and Tori, on the other hand, have made their exit from the farm and likely the show more permanent. In various interviews, they've hinted that things are not repaired with Matt, and fans believe Caryn's presence remains a key barrier to healing. Conclusion: influence but not control. So, did Karen Chandler influence Matt Roloff to sell part of Roloff Farms? Most likely yes, but not in the way some fans imagine. Caryn probably offered insight, encouragement, and a vision of the future that involved less stress and more freedom, especially in Arizona. But it seems unlikely that she forced or manipulated Matt into making the decision. Instead, she may have been a significant sounding board, helping him reach a conclusion he was already contemplating. Still, in a family and a show where emotions run deep and fans are deeply invested, Caryn's involvement will remain a hot topic. Whether she's viewed as a voice of reason or a disruptive outsider depends largely on how viewers feel about change, and whether they believe the farm should have remained in Roloff hands, no matter the cost. Would you like a shorter version of this article, for example, for social media, or a headline summary? When Matt decided not to sell his multi-acre property to his son, Zach Roloff, it drove a wedge between the pair. The fallout over the failed real estate deal was a major storyline in the recent seasons of the family's TLC show, and generated plenty of commentary for fans. Some slammed Matt for putting financial considerations over family. Others criticized Zach for demanding a handout from his dad in the form of a heavily discounted price on the property. The 25th and possibly final season of Little People, Big World wrapped up on April 23rd. Now Matt is officially not under a contract NDA, he revealed on social media, which means he is free to shed some more light on what's really going on with the family farms. He says the situation is more complicated than what was depicted on the show.